Hello, good morning dear students. Today I am here with a new lecture that is electric flux of class 12. In electrostatics chapter, if you will continue, the electric flux topic is one of the most important topics and frequently question is coming from here. This electric flux topic is linked with a topic that is known as Gauss law. My next topic will be Gauss law. But before taking this topic electric flux, let me take a new concept of area vector. आज तक हम लोग क्या जानते थे कि एरिया इज ए स्केलर क्वांटिटी, बट टुडे इन फिजिक्स वी विल कम टू नो दैट एरिया इज नॉट ए स्केलर क्वांटिटी, इट इज एक्चुअली वेक्टर क्वांटिटी. So what is the concept of area vector? Let us understand. Let's suppose that this is our x-axis, this is our y-axis, and this is our z-axis. So we know that along x-axis, unit vector along x-axis is known as I cap, unit vector along y-axis is known as j cap, and unit vector along z-axis is known as k cap. ये सब क्लास 11 की बात है, आप लोग शायद भूल गए होंगे, रिवाइज कर लीजिएगा. यूनिट वेक्टर along x-axis is I cap, unit vector along y-axis is j cap, and unit vector along z-axis is k cap. मान लीजिए कि हमने एक स्क्वायर बनाया, लाइक सपोज वी हैव मेड ए स्क्वायर हुज लेंथ इज a, width is also a. So what will be its area? What will be its area? Before understanding this, let us understand something more. What is happening actually? We know that I cap cross j cap will be what? I cap cross j cap. I cap means x-axis, j cap means y-axis. Now how we will find I cap cross j cap? So this is our first vector and j cap is our second vector. What we have to do? We have to do first vector cross second vector. तो हम लोग कैसे निकालेंगे फर्स्ट वेक्टर क्रॉस सेकंड वेक्टर? व्हेन वी वांट टू फाइंड फर्स्ट वेक्टर क्रॉस सेकंड वेक्टर, टेक योर राइट हैंड, अपने राइट हैंड को पहले आप प्लेस कीजिए टुवर्ड्स द फर्स्ट वेक्टर. फर्स्ट वी हैव टू प्लेस आवर राइट हैंड टुवर्ड्स द फर्स्ट वेक्टर. Our palm should face the second vector. हथेली को second vector की तरफ face करी. Then curl your finger towards the second vector. Then your thumb of the right hand will indicate the direction of resultant vector. तो resultant vector आ कहाँ जाए? First what we will do? I am repeating it again. पहले अपने हाथ को, दाएं हाथ को first vector की तरफ place कीजिए. Then curl it towards the second vector. Then your thumb will indicate the direction of रिजल्टेंट वेक्टर. तो रिजल्टेंट वेक्टर आ कहां पे रहा है? तो हम बोलेंगे रिजल्टेंट वेक्टर कहां पे आ जाए? टुवर्ड दिस डायरेक्शन इज नोन एज k cap. दिस डायरेक्शन इज नोन एज k cap. सो दिस विल बी k cap. बट इफ आई विल राइट j cap क्रॉस I cap, then what will happen? Now j cap is our first vector. Now see this, and I cap is our second vector. Now what we have to do? First cross second. So first is j cap. So our right hand should be towards the first vector. Then curl your finger towards the second vector. हम उल्टा नहीं कर्ल कर सकते, ये फिंगर टूट जाएगा. तो curl your finger towards the second vector. Then your thumb will indicate the direction of resultant vector. So resultant vector will be inside the board. Inside the board means minus k cap. Minus k cap. Is it clear? तो ये कंसेप्ट हम लोग सीखे भी हैं. इसी को हम थोड़ा सा और रिवाइज कर रहे हैं कि हम लोग क्या सीखे थे. हम लोग सीखे थे एक सर्कल आई कैप. व्हाट वी हैव लर्न, सपोज दैट दिस इज आई कैप, जे कैप, के कैप. सो मेक ए सर्कल लाइक दिस. आई क्रॉस जे इज के, जे क्रॉस के इज आई, एंड के क्रॉस आई इज J. What we have learned? I cross J is K cap. J cross K is I cap. And K cross I is J cap. Right? I cross J, इसके आगे वाला K. J cross K, इसके आगे वाला I. And K cross I, इसके आगे वाला J. If I will go and if I will go like this, J cross I, this will be minus K. K cross J minus I, like that. Is it clear? Now here see, हम अगर इसका एरिया निकालना चाहे दिस क्रॉस दिस और दिस क्रॉस दिस, वी कैन डू बोथ. तो कुछ भी करेंगे तो ये आई क्रॉस जे होगा या फिर जे क्रॉस आई होगा. Either this will be J cross I or this will be I cross J, but I am sure that it will come in K. Either area will be plus K or area will be minus K. So what we will write? Area, this is A square, so this will be side into side, that means A square. It can be, either it will be minus K or it will be plus K. So we will write A square K cap or we will write A square minus K cap. Both is correct. For example, suppose I will take a question like this. Like say this is our x axis, this is our y axis, this is our z axis, and if suppose our question is like this, that this is A, this is also A, we have to find area. What will be area? Again tell me. Area will be length into width. This is A square, so this will be A square. But this is Z axis. So K cap cross I cap will be J cap. Either it will be plus J cap or it will be minus J cap. Clear? So area will be either A square plus J cap or it will be A square minus J cap. तो एरिया वेक्टर का जो हम जे कैप या माइनस जे कैप लिख रहे हैं, वी आर सिंपली इंडिकेटिंग द डायरेक्शन ऑफ इट. तो एरिया वेक्टर में डायरेक्शन होता है कहां पे? फिजिक्स में. लेकिन मैथ में हम लोग बोलेंगे कि एरिया वेक्टर क्वांटिटी नहीं है, बट इन फिजिक्स वी विल से एरिया इज ए वेक्टर क्वांटिटी. इज इट क्लियर? इन 2D surface, in 2D surface, that means open surface, both direction of area vector is correct. Both direction of area vector is correct. जैसे हमने प्रीवियस एग्जांपल में बताया that if suppose this is I cap, J cap, K cap, X, Y, Z, and if this is, I told you that area will be, if suppose this is A, this is also A, so what will be area? Area will be A square and I cap plus J cap will be K cap, so this will be A square, K cap is also correct. A square minus K cap is also correct. So both direction is correct in 2 dimensions, and this is a open surface or not? This is open surface or not? Yes, this is open surface. This is only a surface. This is not closed. Closed surface means जैसे आप क्यूब समझते हैं वो क्लोज है, सर्कल ओपन है, लेकिन स्फेयर क्लोज है. स्फेयर इज ए क्लोज सरफेस, वेयर सर्कल इज ए ओपन सरफेस. स्क्वायर इज ए ओपन सरफेस, क्यूबॉइड इज ए क्लोज सरफेस. तो क्लोज सरफेस एंड ओपन सरफेस में डिफरेंस होता है. तो दीज ऑल आर 2D सरफेस. 2 डायमेंशन सरफेस में दोनों डायरेक्शन करेक्ट है. But when I will talk about the 3 dimension, when I will talk about the 3 dimension, let me discuss about the first understand that 3D surface is known as closed surface. Is known as closed surface. 3D surface is known as closed surface. For example, understand, we know the famous 3-dimensional surface, that is a cube. That is a cube. And if suppose that this is our cube, and let's say that each side length of a cube is A. Each side length is how much? A. This is also A and height is also A. Is it clear? So that in any closed surface, area vector area vector direction will be considered as outward normal direction. Outward normal. In outward normal direction. What is the meaning of this? Let us understand. First, tell me that this is a closed surface or open surface? This is a closed surface. If this is a closed surface, then how we will find area vector? For finding area vector, let us suppose that this is our surface. This is a surface. Now, in this surface, what will be the direction of area vector? Direction of area vector will be this A outward, normally outward. Is it clear? In any closed surface, area vector will be normally outward direction. In this surface, let's say, can you see this surface? In this surface, what will be the direction of area vector? Normally outward. Clear? If the surface will be this, what will be the direction of area vector? Normally outward. And if the surface will be this, what will be the direction of area vector? Normally outward. For this surface outside, area vector will be like this, and for the inside, area vector will be like this. तो एरिया वेक्टर का कंसेप्ट बहुत ही इजी होता है. That in which direction there will be area vector. Area vector in any closed surface, area vector direction will be considered in outward normal direction. Outward normal means this angle will be how much? 90. This angle how much? 90. Outward normal means at 90 degree angle. Clear? Let us understand something more. Let us understand something more. Now we will understand the concept of electric flux. What is electric flux? What is electric flux? Electric flux means, first understand it in easy term. Flux means flow. Now, if I will understand in easy term, then we can understand it with the help of wind flux. Wind flux means what? Wind flux means when the wind will flow. तो wind कैसे flow होता है? Let us understand the concept. For example, suppose that this is a window. Suppose that there is any window. Let us understand this concept. Suppose that this is our window and air is coming like this. Air is coming from this direction. So what will happen? All the air will come and it will pass through this window. All the air will come and it will pass through this window. But if right now our window is vertical, in our home also, हमारे घर में क्या होता है, जितना भी window हम बनाते हैं वो vertical direction में ऐसे रखते हैं. But if suppose I will place window like this, then what will happen? This is in horizontal direction. तो wind का जो flow होता है, wind flux is dependent on many things. Wind का flow, flux means what? Flux means flow. So wind flow is depending on many factors. What is all that factor? Let us understand it one by one. First, wind flow is depending on intensity of wind. Intensity of wind. Wind flux is dependent on intensity of wind. What does it mean by intensity of wind. Intensity of wind means with how much intensity wind is blowing. If wind will blow with more intensity, then wind flux will be more. If wind will blow with less intensity, then wind flux will be less. More intensity means wind बहुत तेज चले है, तो इस खिड़की से तो बहुत ज्यादा विंड जाएगा. If wind is moving slowly, तो खिड़की से कम wind आएगा. That means wind flow is depending on intensity of wind. That what is the how intense the wind is. Second thing is that wind flux or wind flow is depending on area. That means if suppose one window area is this much and one window area is this much, then in which window more air will come? In this window more air will come. Why? Because this area is more. That means if area will be more, then wind flux or wind flow will be more. Is it clear? That means wind flux is also depending on area. And the third factor on which wind flow is depending is that how we are placing the window. मतलब window को हम कैसे place कर रहे हैं. Window can be placed in vertical direction. Window घर में कैसे place होता है? Window is placed in vertical direction. Have you seen any window in horizontal direction like this? We can't place any window like this in horizontal direction. Always we have to place window like this in vertical direction. If suppose our window is placed in vertical direction, air can easily come. If suppose I will place window in vertical direction, air can easily come. If I will place window in horizontal direction, then no any air will come. All the air will flow either above from it or below from it. That means no any air will link with this window. Am I clear? That means, if I will place any window like this, then some of the air will come. For example, that means this is also depending on angle. That means on which angle we are placing it. I am making this concept more clear. Let us suppose that this is a river. Now in the river what will flow? Water will flow. If the water is flowing, let's say this is a ring. Now if water is flowing like this, then if I will place this ring like this, then what will happen? All the water will flow inside the ring. Water will flow from it. All the water will come and it will flow like this. But if suppose I will place this ring like this in the horizontal position, then what will happen? Water will come. Some of the water will flow from above it and some of the water will flow from below it. No any water will come and it will flow like this. Are you getting it? कोई भी पानी ऐसे नहीं आएगा कुदक के नीचे चला गया. या तो पानी ऊपर से चला जाएगा या फिर नीचे से चला जाएगा. तो क्या कोई रिजल्टेंट पानी से लिंक हो जाए? We will say no. No any water is linked with this. But if I will place this ring like this, then जितना भी पानी आएगा सबका सब पानी रिंग से निकल जाएगा. That means maximum water will link. If I will place this ring like this at some angle from the horizontal, let's say this angle is 30 degree. तो क्या होगा? कुछ पानी निकलेगा और कुछ पानी नहीं निकलेगा. That means right now we are able to understand that flow is also depending on angle. एक चीज और बता दे, जैसे पानी फ्लो होता है तो पानी का इंटेंसिटी अगर ज्यादा होगा, दैट मींस इफ द वाटर इंटेंसिटी विल बी मोर वाटर विल फ्लो. इफ द वाटर इंटेंसिटी इज लेस वाटर विल फ्लो. That means this is also depending on intensity. Second thing, if this area of the ring will be more, then more water will flow. If the area of the ring will be small, that means less water will flow. That means this wind flow or water flow both is depending on area also. Third thing, this flow is also depending on angle. That means how we are keeping. We are keeping in vertical direction or we are keeping in horizontal or we are keeping at some angle from with the horizontal. Clear? So that means flux is depending on mainly three things. So now we can write that like wind flux or water flux, we will understand electric flux. Now let us understand what is electric flux. But I will say कि इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स कब ज्यादा होगा, तो इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स को हम पहले कैसे लिखते हैं वो समझिए. This is known as phi, and this is phi E. Phi E means electric flux. This electric flux is directly proportional to E. What is E? Is electric field intensity. What is E? Electric field intensity. That means if electric field intensity will be more, then electric flux will be more. For example, if wind intensity will be more, wind flow will be more. Correct? Like that. If electric field intensity will be more, electric flux will be more. Second thing, electric flux is also depending on area. That means if cross section area will be more, then electric flux will be more. If cross section area will be less, electric flux will be less. If electric field intensity will be less, electric flux will be also less. The third thing, electric flux is also depending on angle. That means it is also depending on theta. That means it is also depending on angle. So this electric flux is mainly depending on three factors. First one, on the electric field intensity. Second one, area vector. And the third one, angle between electric field and area vector. So that is here. The electric flux is mainly depending on three factors. First, intensity of electric field that means E vector. Second, area vector, and the third, angle between E vector and A vector. Angle between E vector and A vector. So electric flux is mainly depending on these three things. Write it fastly. Then after, understand one more thing. Now we will make the relation. That means we will make the formula. So this electric flux formula is E dot A. That means we know A dot B is what? We know that A dot B is AB cos theta. AB cos theta. Like that, E dot A is EA cos theta. EA cos theta. So this is known as electric flux. So electric flux formula is EA cos theta. EA cos theta. So this is electric flux is depending on electric field intensity, area vector, and angle between electric field intensity and area vector. Angle between electric field intensity and area vector. Let me discuss some more thing about this. What will be the unit of electric flux? Unit of electric flux. So electric flux formula is what? E dot A. Unit of E is electric field, that is Newton per coulomb. Because F is equal to QE. So E will be what? F by Q. F by Q means Newton divided by coulomb, that means Newton per coulomb. And what is A? A is area, that means meter square into meter square. So this will be what? Newton coulomb inverse meter ka square. What will be the unit? Newton coulomb inverse meter ka square. That is the unit of electric flux. That one more thing, that electric flux is a scalar quantity. Electric flux is a scalar quantity. तो इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स वेक्टर नहीं है, स्केलर है. That means electric flux has no any direction. Electric flux has no any direction. Am I clear? That one question. Let's say this is a circle, this is radius r, and there is an electric field, and electric field is making some angle. Let's say electric field is making 60-degree angle here. This is electric field. So what will be area vector in this? Let's say this is a ring. Let's say this is a ring. Then what will be area vector in this? Area vector will be normal to it. Normal to it means inverse direction. Away normal to it means area vector direction will be this. We have to calculate electric flux. What we have to calculate? Find phi E, electric flux. So what will be electric flux? Electric field flux is E A cos theta. What is this? E A cos theta. Clear? E A cos theta. So E is E, that is given. Theta is angle between, what is A? A is pi r square, area of circle. What is cos theta? Theta is angle between E and A. So E vector is this, A vector is this. This angle is between E and A. No. This angle is not between E and A. So this angle will be between E and A. If this is 60, so this will be 30. So this will be cos 30. And what is the value of cos 30? Root 3 by 2. So this will be E pi r square root 3 by 2. That will be the answer. That will be the answer. Clear? Clear? There will be any direction? No. Flux has no any direction. Flux का कोई डायरेक्शन नहीं होता है. Flux has no any डायरेक्शन. समझ में आ रहा है? नहीं भी आएगा तो क्या होगा? क्लास 11th के जैसे टाइम पास नहीं कीजिएगा, क्लास 12 को ठीक से समझिएगा. If you will understand it totally, then only you can score 100% in your board examination as well as in competitive exam. Clear? Let us do one more question of electric flux. Let's suppose this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is z-axis. Clear? If electric field in this direction is E, electric field present in this direction is E, and let's say I am keeping a cylinder here. I am keeping a cylinder here like this. We have to calculate. What we have to calculate? We have to calculate, find. Let's say this is our first surface, this is our second surface, this is our third surface. Find electric flux due to first surface. Find phi 1, phi 2 and phi 3. Electric flux due to all the three surfaces. What is the three surface? Let me clear it. Let's say that this is our cylinder. So this is our first surface, this is our second surface, and this curved surface is our third surface. So what is phi 1? Phi 1, that means flux due to first surface. So what will be area vector? Area vector will be like this. Electric field is like this. So area vector is like this. Electric field is like this. Here area vector will be away from it, normal to it. Electric field is in this direction. So what is the angle? Angle is 0. Angle is 0. So this will be EA cos 0. EA cos 0. And cos 0 value is 1. So this will be what? EA. EA. Which A? If suppose this radius is given R, so this will be E into pi R square. This area, if this radius is R, so this will be E into pi R square. What will be flux due to the second surface? Tell me fastly. This is A, this is E. Oh, sorry. This is A and E direction is this, no? E direction is this. So E direction is this, A direction is this. What is the angle? 180. So this will be EA cos 180. And cos 180 is minus 1. So this will be minus EA. Minus EA means minus E into pi R square. Is it? Minus E into pi R square. And what is electric flux due to the third surface? Third surface means this surface, curved surface. So what will be electric flux due to curved surface? So electric flux due to curved surface. So what will be normal to it? Area vector will be normal to it. Normal to it means area vector will be at 90-degree angle from it. Here also area vector will be at 90-degree angle. So E direction is this. E direction is this. And A direction is this. So E is this. A is this. So what is the angle? Angle is 90. Angle is 90. So what we will add? Phi is equal to EA cos 90. EA cos 90. Cos 90 value is how much? 0. So flux will be how much? 0. So flux due to the curved surface will be 0. Flux due to the first surface will be E into pi r square, and flux due to the second surface will be E into pi r square, but this will be negative. Clear? Thank you for today. Tomorrow I will again extend this lecture and I will start Gauss law. I will start the new topic, Gauss law. Thank you.